Hey guys, what's up? I'm back and I've got an awesome new amp to show you guys. This is the Rhodes Amplification Colossus, and it is a 4-channel behemoth with every feature you can think of. I'm not going to get too in-depth with all of the features right now. I'm just going to start playing and let you guys hear what each channel sounds like and go through a couple of different modes and all that. But you've got clean, crunch, lead 1 and lead 2, and then it's got a master volume 1 and 2, and then you've got separate power amp, treble and bass boost controls. So here we go. I'm going to go through all the channels, and then I'm going to boost channels 2, 3, and 4. Each channel, each of the overdrive channels has a built-in overdrive boost, so I'm going to show you guys that. Running to a Port City 212 with a pair of the new Lynchback Celestion speakers in there, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to be showing you guys more of that in some other videos. Anyways, there's no boost up front. It's any of the boost you hear is going to be coming from the amp itself. Got a little bit of reverb in the loop, and I'm going to be using the Tokai as usual. So here we go. This is the clean channel. Alright, here we go, crunch 1, or crunch channel. Back the gain down a little bit. Alright, this is the boost. Alright, now to lead 1. and the boost. All right, and lead 2. All right, detuned. All right, now the boost. Alright, that concludes the audio demo, and if you stick around I'll show you guys up front kind of what the front panel features has, and along with the back panel features, because there's also quite a bit on the back. So here we go. Here's the clean channel, the green. See the gain, bass, mids, treble, and the output level. That's for both clean and crunch channel, and the lead channel also has the exact same controls. So you can see the clean channel, it has a bright toggle switch and a actual channel toggle switch in case you don't have the foot switch on hand. The crunch channel does have the mode, which is the gain boost, and it also has the bright switch as well. If we go over to the lead channels, you can see that these actually have a fat switch that increases the kind of lower mid-range, adds a little bit more thickness to it. So I guess that would be good if you're using single coils, but I think it sounds good with the humbuckers and the Tokai, so I'll leave them on. But it also has the bright switches as well as the mode switches. So everything on the amp that you can control with the foot switch, you can also control with these little toggle switches on the amp, which I think is nice. So foot switch is not needed to access all the features, and then you have the individual channel selection toggle switches as well. And if we go over here, we can see the master volume 1 and 2. These are the output controls that you can set however you want it. If you have the second one, output 2, higher than the first one, then it'll be a solo boost that you can kick on, or like the rest of the stuff, switch using the switch on the front of the amp. And as we see here, you have the top and bottom, kind of like a bright and low end emphasis. These are global controls, so they affect all the channels no matter which one you have selected. And if we go on the back here, alright, here we are on the back of the amp. You can see this is where the foot switch plugs in, and then you have your MIDI input and output, and a store button, which lets you store, I guess, MIDI programs. I'm not MIDI savvy at all, so I'm sure those who know how to operate MIDI can appreciate and understand what all this is. You have your full power, half power switch, which I think Kyle said is not going to be an option, although that may be incorrect. Don't quote me on that. You have your bias test points, and if you look in there, kind of hard to see, but there's a little pot in there that I believe is used to adjust the bias on the amp. Impedance selection, and on this particular one, this has the Andy Woods modifications on there. One of them boosts the treble a little bit and kind of sounds like it scoops the tone just a bit, and the other one sort of adds a little bit of looseness to the bottom end. So that's what those do, and I believe these are optional extras on the production amps. And then you have a separate level control for the send and return of the effects loop, which I think is really nice. So it lets you control how much of the wet or dry signal is going to be coming through, and if you have line level versus rack level effects, that also lets you make sure that everything plays nice and you don't have any sort of leveling issues. So that's the Rhodes Colossus. Thank you guys for checking out the demo. If you like it, please subscribe, and I'll hopefully have a couple more videos of this thing, maybe doing some jam tracks to let you hear how it sits in a mix, doing some lead and rhythm work, and stay tuned.